Hello students, today I will discuss about the later Vedic period. The later Vedic period begins with the settling down of the Aryans in the Gangetic plains. In this period, the Aryans had a large area under their control which they called Aryavart. The Aryavart means the land of the Aryans. The later Vedic period is also called the Epic Age, as the great epic Ramayana and Mahabharata were written during this period. Caste system. In the early Vedic period, the society was divided into four classes: Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishya, Shudra. This division was based on occupation and it was flexible. Occupation was not hereditary, but in the later Vedic period, social classification was no more flexible. The four main social classes were now treated as rigid caste. One could not change one's caste by changing the occupation, as the caste was decided by one's birth. The Brahmins and Kshatriyas formed the ruling class. The Vaishyas were the artisans, traders, and farmers. The Shudras were the uneducated workers who served the three classes. Position of women in later Vedic period. A major social development of the later Vedic age was the decline in the status of women. Now, their role was to look after their families. Though they continued to participate in religious ceremonies, they stopped going to public meetings. They were also not allowed to study Vedic literature. The women could not have owned property. Widows' marriage was not allowed. 4 ashrams. The life of an individual was divided into 4 stages or ashrams. Each stage lasted for 25 years. Brahmacharya. This is the first stage in which individual lived as a student and received education. Grahasth. In the second stage, the individual got married and led the life of a householder. Vanprasth. In this stage, the person gave up his family life and started meditation in the forest. Sannyas. Sannyas was the last stage in which the individual turned into an ascetic by giving up all worldly ties. The Gurukul system of education. In later Vedic period, the boys belonging to 3 upper castes used to study at Gurukuls, which were situated in the forest. Gurukul means the house of Guru. The students stayed at Gurukuls with their Guru till the completion of their education. They were taught subjects like philosophy, logic, religion, grammar, astronomy, medicines, and arithmetic. Apart from studies, students also had to take part in routine job of the Gurukuls, such as cleaning, bringing water from the well, etc. The students gave a voluntary gift called Guru Dakshina to their Guru at the end of their studies. Now we will study about political system of later Vedic period. In this period, the Aryan kings established large kingdoms or Mahajanpads, such as Kosala, Kuru, Magad, Avanti. In this period, the power of the king and Kshatriyas also increased greatly. King was no more under the control of the Sabha and Samiti. Kingship also became hereditary. Village councils were formed to look after the village administrations. King was the representative of God on earth. Now we will see the religion of later Vedic period. In later Vedic period, Aryans started giving importance to God such as Brahma, the creator, Vishnu, the preserver, and Shiva, the destroyer. These 3 gods are known as Trimurti in Hindu religion. Economic life. In later Vedic period, agriculture became important economic activity. the importance of cattle rearing had declined. They started using iron metal, which helped in the manufacture of better farming tools. The people who lived during this period used painted grey vessels, which have been found at many sites in northern India. Now I will discuss about trade. In later Vedic period, merchant groups were formed. Gold coins such as Nishka, Swarn were in circulation. Both domestic and foreign trades flourished. Medicinal plants, medicines, clothing and leather products were exported to other countries.